Yeah, no, yeah, it's not. I don't get a blue screen. It's just every single fucking time I turn on the. It's every single time I turn on OBS and I start streaming. I crash at least once during the stream. You know, I usually crash in the first like 40 minutes, and there you go, and that's it. And so, but you know, but the great thing is that like, because I don't care about the. I mean, I love you guys, I really do, but because I don't care about audience size and because I don't care about like, I'm like, yeah, all right, it'll take me 5 minutes to be right back up, and here I am, I'm right back up. So fuck it. If that keeps happening, then it just keeps happening. But yeah, man, yeah, what a pain in the ass. It's like I spend $100-something a month to get super fast and super connected internet, and I've spent a ton of money getting this computer optimized, and then of course then there's going to be some undefinable, like I don't get error messages. There's nothing. It's just like like what happens is the whole screen flashes, and then I have no internet and I have to restart. And then when I restart it, it fixes it, and it literally is something to do with my router because I lose connection on at least my phone. My phone also loses connection. So fuck it, whatever. Let me just tune up again real quick. I think it's a little bit too hot. Yeah, whatever. I've been plagued by technical issues since I first started streaming. There you go. No, I mean, but it really, I mean, if as long as you guys are comfortable sitting tight for 5 minutes, that really, like, it doesn't matter. Like I don't care. All right, let's see. Here, let's do this one. Hey, Aldo Dole, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. That's called "Fuck This Noise." Fuck this noise. Yeah, that's. This is my response. This is my response to my computer breaking down. I'm fucking up. The last of my toothpaste just fell on the floor. I'm fucking up. There's no toilet paper. Can't get to the store. I don't know why I even try, 'cause there's always something I'm not getting right. Oh my God, I'm going back to bed. I'm fucking up. Where is my wallet? I just put it down. I'm fucking up. I just made some coffee with no coffee grounds. I don't know what's gonna work. Everything that I try, it only gets worse, but I try. Oh, I certainly try. Fuck this. Fuck this noise. I'm fucking up. I just burned a bagel that I was cooking. I just wanna die. Yeah, that's it. So that's what I think about the fucking goddamn computer bullshit. But yeah, man, good to see everybody. And yeah, I've been having a good time. You know, it's crazy. I would have thought. It's funny. A buddy of mine by the name of Rod Cummings. He was in a band called The Weddings Off. What a great band name, right? The Weddings Off. And they had a song. I forget the name of the song now, but they were saying that like, you know, it's I forget the name of the song. It's the list of the lyrics. I will find it because I do have it on one of my computers, but I'll post it in my Discord. When I find it, I'll post it in my Discord and be like, this is the song I was talking about. But so, and he was talking about like the world keeps stuffing you full of pain, and you fill up like a balloon, and you keep going, oh, I can't take it anymore, but you can always take a little bit more, you know. And it's such a great lyric because it's true, you know. And so for me, I feel like, you know, if you look back at me at 2019. I mean, I really did, because I didn't have any distractions except for Sue. Like, you know, I would take Sue on walks, but otherwise, from the moment I got up to the moment I went to bed at night, sometimes a full 7 days out of the week, I would just work. You know, I was working on Hesitation Cuts. I was putting out this fucking massive record that I wanted to be as close to flawless as possible, and I was fucking working, and I didn't think that I could work harder. I just didn't think it was possible, you know. But, you know, so now. Even if I'm not working, I'm thinking about what I need to do. I'm thinking about, okay, how do I do something that will capture people's attention? Because I've spent the past 20 years as I've been learning and sort of understanding, and if not mastering, as I've been getting better at the skill of songwriting. I have been slowly but surely kind of like exhausting my audience, you know, like exhausting, you know, like the, you know, and it's funny, like, and I've sort of like lost people along, even, it's really funny. I even think about it like back in the day, back in the Mr. T's days, I used to, every month or so, I would burn like 20 or 30 discs with like the 15 newest of my songs, or maybe the 20 newest of my songs, or the 30 newest of my songs. And I would just cram as much music as I could get on it, and I just hand them out. Here you guys go, you know. And so there was always like, because that was the only way. And it's really funny because I would hand them out. Here you guys go, you know. And then I'd very rarely hear back. Every now and again, but it's really funny because what I would hear back every now and again, a band would be on tour. And the band would get back from tour, and they'd be like, "Oh, you know, Mike. Well, as we were driving somewhere, we were between this point and this point. You know, somebody put on one of your discs. You know, like one of the acoustic things you've been handing out. You know." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was a fucking really, really great disc. You know, like I really liked a lot of the songs. So I would get that almost invariably when bands from the Mr. T scene return from tour. They would go out, and it's really funny. It took me years to realize that, but I mean, Ozma did it, and Maximum Donkey did it, or at least Benny did. Anyway, there were a bunch of other bands, and I'm not remembering them right now. But so part of me feels like when I think back to me handing off all those discs, because I handed off, it had to have been hundreds of discs over the course of the 8 years or 10 years. The 8 years really is that I was doing Mr. T's, and so, you know, so I feel like I've always just overwhelmed people with my fucking output, but I just need feedback, you know, and I give out so much and get so little return, perspective that, you know, like I feel like, all right, well, if I gave out 30 discs and got 2 people telling me songs they liked, then I just need to give out 60 discs next time, you know, 60 dicks. Yeah. I just give out 60 dicks and then 100 dicks. No. So anyway, so it's just, yeah, anyway, I don't think I've got a good handle on the way people work. That's what I'm saying. But you know, that's it. That's it. That's it. Hey, Rick Vegas, how you doing, man? 60 Dicks in the afternoon. Yeah, dude. So for those of you that know, Rick Vegas, it was the original drummer for Vermicious K, which was the proto band. He actually wrote the drum parts for Jesus Christ Wore Leather and VKFD, the fire truck song. Like all those parts, Rick wrote them, and then other people played them because they're fucking so awesome. People were like, I'm not like. It was really funny. Amy, when there was one point in time, I was like, Amy, if you want it, you can change the drum parts, and she's like, these are fucking great parts. I'll play them. I was like, yes, that's awesome. So yeah, and Rick to the stage. In fact, I'm collaborating with Rick on one of the future podcast episodes, and also one of the future records. He's done some drums for me. So I'll be using those, but bum 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 ba da da 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 bum bum ba. Stumbled out of bed this morning in the afternoon, racked with pain from last night's party that went well past 2. What did I do? I don't remember much, do you? What did I do? I've been thinking, I've been drinking a little more than I should, but sometimes I need a drink to simply help myself to think, and I can think much better when my lips are a little wetter, don't you? Don't you? Bum bum ba da da bum ba da da bum ba da da bum ba da da dum bum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da da bum ba. Shamefaced, I remember all the things I did last night. Told some girl I love her always and I treat her right, but I know that I won't, because I'm too fucked up tonight, like every night. I've been thinking, I've been drinking a little more than I should, but sometimes I need a drink to simply help myself to think, and I can think much better when my lips are a little wetter, don't you? Ooh, don't you? I'm looking for a way out, but my mind is plagued by doubts, and I don't know what to do. I'm looking for a way out, but my mind is plagued by doubts, and I don't know what to do. I'm looking for a way out, but my mind is plagued by doubts, and I don't know what to do. I've been thinking, I've been drinking a little more than I should, but sometimes I need a drink to simply help myself to think, and I can think much better when my lips are a little wetter, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? I can't do it. God damn it. I used to be able to do it. Don't you? God damn it. Anyway, yeah, I can't drill that extra high. Was that an E? It's a B. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a B. But thank you, Bobcat. Thank you, man. Some months ago, I decided I would start consuming your content at my own pace for my own. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. No. Of course. I mean, yeah, that makes, it makes perfect sense. I mean, for me, I'm sort of a warts and all person, right? So because as I'm learning something, as I'm figuring something out, I like to like throw breadcrumbs. Hey, this is my trail. This is how I got from point A to point B. This is what I did to learn how to play the guitar. This is what I did to learn songwriting. These are the songs I learned to learn this little aspect of songwriting. These are the songs I wrote to learn how to interject or use seventh chords and diminished chords and whatever. Like, so rather than curating and cherry picking the top 1%, which is what most people do. Actually, not really. Most people they write 10 songs and they go, I'm done for the year. And then they put out the record and they write 10 songs and then they get together with their bandmates who also wrote 10 songs. They cherry pick the best, 10, and then they out of those 40 songs or 30 songs or 20 songs, and then they're like, hey, we got a new record, great, then we're done working. I know that's not so. Then they play the fuck and they tour the fuck and that's a fun life. I would go fucking insane because playing the same songs year. I mean, already I play the same songs a year, like week in and week out. I still play easily 100 of the same songs. I've learned in recent years that I'm very bad at keeping up with and processing new stuff. Yeah, no, and it's funny. I mean, that's all of us, right? I mean, me too. It's funny. There are a number of bands that number is diminishing year in and year out. There are a number of bands that I still, when they put out a new record, I make time to sit down. Well, now I used to sit down and listen to the record. Now I will walk Sue. So when Guided by Voices puts out a new record, I'll walk Sue and I'll listen to that album. There are a handful of other bands like that I'm like, oh, and then every now and again I will hear, oh, a band I used to love will put out a new record, and maybe I might be able to find some time to listen to it. But again, man, because I do so much music, because I make so much music, because I'm doing so much shit, it's like when I'm done, do I want to listen to more music? Like, not really, So old, less time, too much stuff keeps. Yeah, no, of course, I feel you on that. Yeah, and the thing is, like, and as you get older, you no longer have to like that's one of the things about music, right? Music helps define who you are as a person, right? Like, you get to go, like, it's an instant tribe, right? You go, I'm into punk rock, and so therefore anybody that's into punk rock is my tribe, and I'm into indie rock, and anybody that is into indie rock is my tribe, and so and then what we do is we wear our interest in music on our shirts and on buttons and in posters, and I mean, my house is a perfect example of me, signaling in that regard, and so so I definitely get it. And social media is intentionally not aggregating stuff in a useful way, so that right? I know, and that is fucking infuriating. Like, and it's exhausting because what I do is I just go, oh, I'm not going to engage, and which is frustrating for me now because I have been doing, because I'm like, okay, well, I need like, it's never been easier to access your audience if you can figure out a way to game the algorithms that are currently like the gatekeeper. Now the gatekeepers. It used to be the gatekeepers were the record labels, or the gatekeepers were the movie studios, or the gatekeepers were the publishers. If you were doing anything, yeah, I know, right? Isn't it? Yeah, that's why I got it, Rick. That's why I got it, because I was like, I went to that show. So yeah. So in fact, so the Guided by Voices one, that's the one at the Whiskey. I don't know. You and Pat might have made it to that one, but I didn't make it to that one. But I caught the very next one. And then, because that was like literally right at the time that I was first getting turned on to Guided by Voices through you guys, and then I went to that one, and then certainly when Pavement and Afghan Wigs were touring during those tours, I caught them, but not those are both from Cleveland. TikTok seems to have the algorithm that gives people what they want, but I think it's actually really funny. Isabella is very anti-TikTok, and she has had me watch, like, and so she was like, she's like, here is some yes, I remember that, and that was exciting. And I remember there was a Pavement show where Perry Farrell was in the palace. He was in the upstairs area, and he was outside. Like he was like I think it was like an outside balcony or something. Like anyway, but yeah. And I was like, hey, you're Perry Farrell. He's like, yeah. And I was like, man, I've loved to change section for you. He's like, thanks, man. And that was it. Like I was exchanged. I'm like, God damn it. Like I'm like that's hey, do you want to hang out? Can I buy you dinner? Like oh yeah, remember? And then remember Bob Forrest? Remember Bob Forrest? It was a balcony bar. Yeah, that's right. And then we gave Bob Forrest a ride. Who were we with? We're like, hey, you're Bob Forrest. Who was that? But yeah, that was so crazy. So Bob Forrest from Thelonious Monster. We like actually ran across him. Like we were going from one venue to another venue, and we ran across he was like in an alley or something. Oh, did you? Yeah, no, it was I forget who we were with. But we're like fuck. I think maybe you were. Hey, Cyberwolf. Hey, dude. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. This is a favorite shirt of mine. Hey, of course, it's gonna die eventually, but when it was at McCabe's. Yeah. It might have been. The thing is, I don't even remember. You know, it's funny. I don't remember. I've caught so many shows. I mean, I did. I mean, McCabe's, which is funny because you guys caught a lot of shows in McCabe's. I only caught like 2 or 3 over the entirety of my of that era of show going. But the ones I caught were amazing. So. Oh well, yeah. But there was another one. I want to say it was like the Palladium, but it wasn't the Palladium because it was like near Hollywood Boulevard. There was another one where we're walking along and I'm like, oh hey, you're Bob Forrest, and he's like, yeah, and then but I was with a bunch of people and we're like, hey, he's like, hey, can you guys give me a ride down the street? And we're like, yeah, of course. And so, but we were at a show, we were doing a show. Anyway, whatever. I don't remember. But I don't remember what it was. So TikTok thinks I'm way more liberal than I am. I do lean center left, but when it gives me political stuff, it's normally way left to me. Huh? Yeah, and I now I have to ask the friends and to figure out to see who. I mean, it might have been maybe it might have been Mike and Jamie or maybe it was Eric. I think maybe Eric was driving. Eric Altenburn was driving. And maybe that I don't remember. But it was in that era. It was like I was in LA. But anyway, I don't know. Whatever. But that was crazy. But yeah. So Bob Forrest was driving. I think maybe I was driving. I think it was with a Honda Accord. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway. Because if it was the Honda Accord, then it would have been 94 or 95. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, sorry. Let me get back. So yeah, that's like the algorithm. So yeah, but the thing is, so right now it is still possible to like game algorithms. As long as you stay on top of like the way that the platform is changing and adapting, you can kind of stay on top of it. But it's just a fucking full-time job, as I'm discovering. The thing is like, and it requires lots and lots of iteration. To this morning, I literally I got up at 7:30, and I worked. I took the dogs out. I got here. I started working even before Isabel was up. I didn't finish putting together this reel until about 1 p.m. So from like 7:30 in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 p.m. I worked on this thing. I put it up there, and I mean, maybe it'll. But then I did another one the day before. I did another one that was kind of a silly thing. It had no images of me. It had nothing to do with like my face was not on it at all. It was just a bunch of like images talking about the hashtag dinosaur, and that one got like 300 views in like the first hour. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, so anyway, so I'm still trying to figure out how to game it to what I do and the way I do it, and it looks like maybe I shouldn't be on it, which would make sense, fucking asshole that I am. All right, let's get back to some rock and roll. I'm gonna do so again. So unless you guys have any requests, if you have requests, let me know. I will play them. But otherwise, I'm just gonna do. Oh fuck, really? I'm just gonna do a bunch of the new stuff because I've got so much new music and I haven't. No, it wasn't on TikTok. Paper Cat. It was. I don't do anything with TikTok. We don't truck with TikTok because it's. there's all sorts of stuff that Isabella has identified as like scurrilous behavior on TikTok's part, and then also, of course, the thing is that they share all that information with the Chinese government, and the Chinese government they have no vested interest in keeping my data safe. They have no laws that prevent them from sharing and disseminating my data to anybody else. So I'm like, I don't want my viewing tendencies to be gobbled up by an organization that has no. I mean, certainly neither does Instagram and Facebook, but at least they are. Because they're American corporations, the American government can go after them, which means that my vote can impact them in some way. I know, and I totally agree. I totally agree regarding Facebook, and which is why I don't use Facebook. I use Facebook to promote my stuff. I don't use Facebook to I use Facebook to stay in contact with my friends. I don't use Facebook to do anything anything that deals with my taste and stuff. I will engage with my friends and be like, oh, that's great, but that's I try to be as private a human being as possible. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this thing. There we go. Okay, great, and there we go. Okay, so let me see. What are some other songs I haven't done? Oh shit, really? Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. What? Okay, so I'm just gonna do a bunch of these songs that I haven't played in a while. I can do Come On Back. Yeah, heck yeah. There we go. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my baby. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my dear. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my lady. Come on back, and back, and back, come, I need you here. Oh, I know we get along like we're on fire. Burning down the house around us, burning till it's gone. We fight like cats electrified by wires. We argue like a tempest and we rage all evening long. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my baby. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my dear. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my lady. Come on back, and back, and back, come, I need you here. 'Cause I ain't ever loved someone so much. I ain't ever known this sort of love. So we can argue always should you want, just so long as we get to making up. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my baby. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my dear. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my lady. Come on back, and back, come, I need you here. Oh, I know a gasoline on an open flame. Explosions are the oxygen that you and I both breathe. And every night we flare on up, every night's the same. The bitterness we hold on tight forever shall we keep. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my baby. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my dear. Come on back, and back, and back, come on back, my lady. Come on back, and back, come, I need you here. So just to let you guys know, I'm only going to go for about another 42 minutes. Oh no, well, I guess 52 minutes. Hey, my pleasure, Bobcat. Right on, man. Just because I have my Patreon songwriters meeting tonight at 7:30, and so I need to, kind of like, I will be very, very sweaty, and so my hope is that if I can't take a shower in the intervening time, because I will need to break down the studio, that at least I can change my shirt and not look like I just ran a marathon, because it is 89. It is 89 degrees here in the mouth. That's the temperature in my apartment. It's 89 right now. Awesome. Hell yes. Yes, it's great. Glorious food, glorious food. Give me love. How does Give Me Love go? Yeah. Today we actually had today was a record high. We had record high heat, which is awesome. Which is it's perfect. Yeah. Hey, Tom D, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's perfect because I'm made of money, so it's great that I have to keep the air conditioning on nonstop. I during the summer months I have to keep the air conditioning on nonstop, anyways. But just to combat the heat, I have to keep it on a little lower. Anyway, so yeah, but. Fog off fog off nice things. Wait, can I fog off nice things? But I'm missing I'm missing the reference, Rick. Yeah, you had 116 degrees Fahrenheit to 116. And yeah, and you guys don't have a lot. Fog is it? Wait, but is fog? Are you referencing the band, Rick? Because like slack motherfucker, like fog from the yes yes from This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. I see. Yes, no, yes, of course. Yeah, I can play fog. Yeah, fuck yeah. Hold on. Yeah. I was like. Oh, that's right. I wrote a song. It's a song I wrote. Yes. Oh yeah, I can do this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do this one. I think I can. Everybody hurts. All right. So let me see. Wait. Okay. What? Okay, that's right. There it goes. Everybody hurts. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Everybody hurts. Everybody bleeds. Everybody needs someone upon which they can lean. Everyone gets lost. It happens all the time. The only thing to do is burn and hang a guiding light. And then you wait and hope that they return. Or keep the fires lit, or make those fires burn. Everybody hurts, everybody bleeds, everybody needs someone upon which they can lean. Everyone gets lost, it happens all the time. The only thing to do is sit there, burn and hang a guiding light. And then you wait and hope that they return. keep the fires lit or make those fires burn. Oh. Everybody hurts, everybody bleeds, everybody needs someone upon which they can lean. Everyone gets lost, it happens all the time. The only thing to do is burn and hang a guiding light, and then you wait and hope that they return. Oh, keep the fires lit. Oh, make those fires burn. Yeah, something like that. There you go. Yeah. That's. I like that one, man. I haven't played that one in 6,000 or 7,000 years. Thank you, Bobcat. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Rick. Yeah, and I know I kind of changed the O section because it's kind of a bit boring to sing if the way the recording is if it's just one voice. So I was like, oh, I'll make it a little bit more exciting. Also today we reached a party with the dollar. Wait, you reached parody with the dollar. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that's great, Paper Cat. Heck yes. Yes, now's the perfect time to go to Spain, everybody. Just in case. Well, that's the great thing, right? So that's what I can do now. I can, and in fact, it's funny. As I'm working on the podcast, I'm hunting. Songs that kind of fit the themes of each of the episodes I'm working on. Now, the great thing is like, because I have the whole universe of my music to choose from. I already have like the next 5 episodes already blocked out, which is great. Cause that gets me from episode 4 to episode 9, and I haven't even gone looking for the others. But I'm certain, but yeah, so that, and you're totally right, Rick. That would be fun to do. I like, in fact, that's one of the things on episode 4, I really had a lot of fun taking what I know in everybody's minds were these really here. In fact, I'll play them both. So these two songs, these two acoustic songs, they're, hold on. So this is a song called "What My Heart Tells My Head When the Doubt Creeps In," and I had written in 2016. I wrote a couplet of songs, 2 songs, one called "What My Heart Tells My Head," and the other one "What My Head Tells My Heart." And it was sort of like a conversation between my emotional self and my hoping, loving, feeling, fear and love-based self versus my intellectual self, right? And so the conversation, the heart perspective in that one was very ebullient and very hopeful and like, don't even worry, man, we're gonna kick ass. And then the head perspective was like, dude, stop your hoping and stop your wishing and stop your dreaming. Just focus on the work. Just focus on the day-to-day. Let's just get shit done, And that is a constant tug and pull in my personal perspective. It's been that way literally since time immemorial. But this time around, I've also last year wrote another couplet of songs. One is called "What My Heart Tells My Head When the Doubt Creeps In," and then the other one is "What My Head Tells My Heart" in parentheses when it's thinking clearly. So they're very different perspectives, but they're also things they're also sort of a regular bifurcation inside my brain when I'm thinking about my music career. So this is the first one is "What My Heart Tells My Head When the Doubt Creeps In." So it goes Every song we sing is pointless. Every song we write is trash. It's no wonder that we're barely holding on. Why do we even ask? Everything we make is worthless. Every note we sing turns sour. Everything we've ever written only serves to prove that we've been wasting hours. Oh, I know we don't know why we do the things we do, but maybe we can finally just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Every song we sing is poison. Every word we sing is pain. So why can't we just stop singing these songs and let go of these old refrains? Everything we do is failure. No one really gives a fuck. All we gotta do is simply walk away and disappear, 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 disappear. Every song we sing is special. How nice if that was true. But no one ever seems to be listening, so what are we gonna do? Everything we do is nothing. Nothing might be too much. Everything we touch seems to crumble away. Our touch turns it all to dust. Oh, I know we don't know why we do the things we do, but maybe we can finally just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Everything we do, everything we breathe is labor. Every breath we breathe is labor. Every step we take is hard. Every song is fucking pointless. What we do, we work so hard. Everything we do is failure. No one really gives a fuck. All we gotta do is simply walk away and disappear, 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 disappear. So there's that one, right? And so that's what my heart tells my head when the doubt creeps in, and then I retort on that one. So again, and that is and for me that is a constant thing. There's a nattering voice in my head that is constantly hammering me with that perspective. You know, like the reason why you're losing listeners month in and month out, and the reason why, you know, is just that, you know, your music's not valuable, no one gives a fuck because it's shitty, you know, and there's a constant grind of that, you know, and then so in order to combat that thinking, I have to gird myself with an architecture of thought that allows me to be like, no, but you know, like So then I wrote this. So then I wrote this song as a response to that song. This is called "What My Head Tells My Heart," and then in parentheses, when it is thinking clearly. Hey there, brother, don't despair. The air we breathe, we turn into the music and the songs we share. Every note penned earnestly. Every note is paid for by our wounds, our woe and suffering. Look at us and the music we bring. Hey there, brother, don't give in. Just because we don't know what to do, we mustn't stop singing. Come on, brother, let us write. Let us write a brand new song that we can sing again tonight. Look at us and the music we write. Oh, this song we sing without us. Oh, this song it wouldn't be. Oh, this song we play without us. Oh, this song is never made. No shit. Hey there, brother, look around. Everything we got, we paid for by making pretty sounds. Hey there, brother, it's alright. They may not listen, but even so, we've got a song tonight. Look at us and the music we write. Oh, this song we sing without us. Oh, this song it wouldn't be. Oh, this song we play without us. Oh, this song is never made. Oh, when we go, we will split into a million quarter notes. Oh, when we're gone, we will become the song. Hey there, brother, don't give up. There's not that many people that can do what we do, and we do so much. Don't you give in to despair. There's not that many people that can snatch a melody out of thin air. Don't you dare give a damn. So sorry I haven't played these songs since I recorded them for the podcast about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But let me I will play these songs for you now. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So here, what I'm going to pull up the podcast, and I'm just going to play. I'm going to play you just a little bit of them, so you guys can hear. And Paper Cat, why does it make you sad, man? I mean, it was awesome, and I mean, it's definitely something you can always go back to if you want to, right? I mean, there's no one saying no. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna Oh no! Wait.
Let's take the not a single one did very well.
That's wrong. How's that? How is it starting
By
there?
itself?
How's it starting there? Okay, hold on real quick.
Tug and pull.
Okay, hold on. So I just want to play this. I want to play this.
All we gotta do.
I'm just trying to show. I just want to show you. Yeah, you can. So this is what I took. This is what I did with those songs. This is the whole conversation. This is Rick was saying, like, it could use some big drums and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but whatever. Patreon's not. I was like, how do I make this possible? Here, let me see if I can, because I came up with some what I think were really, really cool and clever and fun and exciting ways to pull off these songs, and of course I can't find here. Let me try. Fuck me here. Not week 4. I want to go to E, and then the podcast, episode 4. Here, let me see if I can play these for you right here. Bounce files, and then we'll go down here. This is what my heart calls my. So this is the what my heart tells my head. This is the first one I played. So this is what I came up with for the first one. I just think it's so much fun. It was so much fun to like come up with. this is it's a long intro because I'm talking over this for the podcast, you know. But then oh yeah, it's still got a little more lead in. But then it
Every song we sing is pointless. Every song we write is trash. It's no wonder that we're barely holding on. Why do we even ask? Everything we make is worthless. Every note we sing turns sour. Everything we've ever written only serves to prove that we've been wasting hours. Oh, I know we don't know why we do the things we do, but maybe we can finally just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Every song we sing is poison. Every word we sing is pain. So why can't we just stop singing these songs and let go of these old refrains? Everything we do is failure. No one really gives a fuck. All we gotta do is simply walk away and disappear, 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 disappear.
So then there's that. So there was that one, and then the next one. Yeah, it's funny because what it is it's a bass, it's a patch bass, but it's played it's such a high register, it sounds like a keyboard, you know. So it's also got a little bit of the kind of percussive doom doom doom, like, but it's just played so high. So yeah, so I was like, oh, that's really really fun, you know. So then I do a similar thing with this one. Because they're partner songs, so I wanted to...
Hey there, brother, don't despair. The air we breathe, we turn into the music and the songs we share. Every note penned earnestly. Every note is paid for by our wounds, our woe and suffering. Look at us and the music we bring. Hey there, brother, don't give in. Just because we don't know what to do, we mustn't stop singing.
So both songs are tied together. Both songs are yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So I mean, well, that's the idea, or that's my plan is, Rick, with the podcast, is to just keep putting out these five songs that are all interconnected, that tell a story, right? So I weave a story between all of them, and then at some point in time, I'm going to put out the episodes just as little EPs. So I will put, and then eventually I'll put out an entire collection, being like these are the hesitation cuts. Episodes, just the music, you know. So yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different ways I'm going to repackage all this stuff and make it new. But right now, the only place that music is available is in the podcast, you know, which is fun because the thing is that like it creates scarcity, you know, where most of my life has been about like, here's an overabundance of stuff. Now it's like, if you want these songs, the only way you can find them is in the podcast, you know. So and I'm gonna keep that there for a full year, you know. Just to kind of see what happens. I mean, man, it's very frustrating for me because, you know, like I feel like the podcasts, I feel like they're fucking really well done. I poured a lot of my effort and time and attention, and you know, and it's also a skill set. Like all of the attributes of it are something that like I feel like I've got a good handle on because I've been telling stories here live on stream for over a decade now, for 12 years, and then I've also been performing and writing and recording and producing and making my own music now for 12 years. So I thought that it was going to be a no-brainer. I thought I'd just put it out. People like, again, I fell into the same fucking bullshit that I did. Is I thought I'd put it out. People would listen and be like, oh man, this is really awesome. And they'd tell their 3 or 4 closest friends, hey dude, you should check this out. And then those people would listen and be like, oh, and they'd tell other people, and then it would grow exponentially. You know, and maybe it will. It still might. I do have to say that. Like, I still might. It just hasn't. It was released a week and a half ago, or maybe 8 or 9 days ago. So, But you know, and for me, I always feel like it's because when I find something that I fucking absolutely love, all I do is talk about it. Oh my god, have you seen this fucking show? Have you seen this show? Like, hey friend that I haven't talked to in a little while, I just ran across you. Oh, by the way, have you seen this amazing show that I love? You know, like, so I figure that everybody else kind of operates the same way I do, and it turns out no, not at all. All right, so let's see. I've got 26 minutes left. So I'm gonna just try to close out this last 26 minutes with nothing but music. What do you guys want to hear? And let me do yeah, 60 Dicks. You're totally right. I can do a little bit lost. Yeah, I haven't done this song in a long time too. I really wish I could play guitar and piano at the same time. Twitch was an open window to escape my shitty reality back in the day. Now it reminds me of the people I lost and also feels like a window with bars. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny, Paper Cat. It's funny, like for me too, there was a point in time when Twitch kind of felt kind of like all for one for all, particularly in the music streaming community. It really felt like very connected and felt like, and the thing is, and I very much looked forward to like the next TwitchCon and the next whatever I could do. And you know, and I was like, hey guys, you should come roll out to Austin, you know, and people did it's funny, people did reach out saying that they wanted to tour, but no one ever actually toured, you know? And so it was a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's been a long time. So really since the pandemic hit that it's felt like, you know, that it's felt that close, you know, like, and of course, and there's a billion people invaded the Twitch space. And there's a lot of, like that was the thing is it felt legitimately like back in the day, it felt like a community first off, but it also felt like real people that love music and made music for, you know, there was no, you know, and anyway, whatever. I don't want to, but I feel your pain in that regard, man. But for me, so what I'm trying to do is I just want to create a little community inside Twitch, you know, create our own little walled garden and be like, yeah, the only way you get access to us and our community is like literally you have to be our community, you know, like you have to be vetted by us, you know, because I can't like, there's just too many people, there's too much stuff going on. There's too many, like I can't stay on top of all of them, you know? So, hey, Jin Chaos, how you doing? What the hell was that? Watch the sky for my return. Said the little bird to a lover as she took to her wing. And he started to sing. I'm gonna wait for you, I'm gonna wait right here, 'cause I love you so, I'm gonna love you all my years. And so she flew into the sky, into a darkness that was penetrated by not a single light. It was dead of night, and the wind it blew, and the rain it fell, and the thunder crashed, and the little bird as well. And all the while her lover sang, come back to me again. Where I will pull every star from the sky, I will harpoon the moon and drag it wailing from the starless night. I will set fire to the hills, and I grind their dusty bones if you don't ride. Ooh,
so he peers into the sky and feels the weight of every heavy minute as it hits his life. And he wants to cry, but instead he sings, come back to me, come back to me, come back to me tonight. But instead he sings, come back to me, come back to me, come back to me, alright. Well, I will pull every star from the sky. I will harpoon the moon and drag it wailing from the starless night. I will set fire to the hills and I grind their dust to bones if you don't arrive. Or I will rage with the fury of the sea. I will tear the mountains down, I will make the whole world bleed. I'll send us crashing to the sun, I will destroy everything, so return to me. I'm sorry, baby guy. Bum ba da dum. Bum bum ba da dum. Bum ba da dum. Bum ba da dum. And so he peers into the sky, and he wonders if he's ever gonna see his lover in his life. She hasn't arrived, but as he peers into the deepest blue, there's something winging to him. There's something up there in the sky.
Hey, my pleasure, Bobcat. Yeah, it's funny, man. That's it. It's crazy because obviously, like, there is like this core group of friends that hang out here that I for the most part, I've met all of you in person, and I really do like, I think of you as close of friends as my actual friends, because we spent so much time together and we've cracked so many jokes and we've and it's just but at the same time, I also know that this like. That this can also be a pretty significant time sink, and I don't ever want it to become like Sunglow Steve. It's really funny. Sunglow Steve, when he first was modding, he was my first mod, and he was modding for me. And at one point in time, he was about to he was positioning to leave because he was doing something or something was happening. And I was like, oh no, that's and of course, and I was like, of course, man, go ahead, I've got, but I think it was right around the time that Sebastian was joining me. Like, I had a bunch of friends hopping in and hanging out and I definitely see that, and so and it's funny, so I saw him so when he. So I think he kind of got reinvigorated because there was now some new blood and some new stuff happening, and and that carried him for another 4 or 5 or 6 months. And then when he was gone, he was like, I'm fucking out of here, And so every now and again, I'll reach out to him and just be like, hey man, just want to check in, see how you're doing, say hello, But the thing I'm afraid that even that might be too much, because I can't tell if he the thing is that I don't know how I for me, whatever kind of human interaction I get, whether again, that's, it's funny because Rick, if Rick's still here, his wife, she and I became friends because I was playing Ultima Online and we were on ICQ. you know, and often it was our friendship started because I was a fucking sad sack that just kept fucking dying, and I just would reach out. There he is, hey man, and I would reach out to his wife and be like, hey Arissa, can you come save me? I'm in deceit, you know, and she'd be like, yeah, I'm on my way, you know, and so for me, and that friendship was as valuable and as important to me as the friendships that I had, my real friends, you know. And so there is, for some reason, I don't blur the lines between, you know, the internet friends and real and you know and in real life friends. And the thing is, and which is why for me, it's really funny. Like people will like meet me in person, like after having known me on Twitch or having me, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're like the exact same person." I'm like, "Yeah, that's I don't put on a different face, you know, like it's just me, you know." And it's and for all of the good and for all of the woe, you know. And so it breaks my heart. Ironically, Arissa right now helping her sister in Australia. That's great. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I really do miss G-Dubs, dude. I just man, I'm really, I can see. I mean, I'm not super struggling financially right now. We've got enough money coming in right now that I will be fine for the next few months. But I'm hemorrhaging money, and so I'm like, okay, I need to make some significant life changes. So the thing is like Isabel and I, we don't live like high on the hog, you know. I mean, certainly we buy some the raccoon. She needs raccoon treats. So certainly I probably spend, you know, maybe $100 a week more than I should on treats and you know and coffee drinks and stuff like that. But that's not, it's not, maybe not even that, you know. Maybe we've even trimmed down to about half that now. But even so, yeah, no, right, yes, exactly. But even so, you know, I'm like, so I realized I'm like, I desperately need to, what I just need to do is I just need to bring in more revenue, which means I need to expand my footprint. I need to expand out my Patreon base. I need to build out like all of the things that I do to make money, except for the BMI royalties, are entirely scalable. You know, I just need to scale them, you know? So unfortunately I really started taking this seriously probably about 3 months too late. So I'm just fucking scrambling. And so that's what I was saying at the very beginning of the stream. I was saying I thought when I was working on hesitation cuts, I thought that I had worked, and I was talking about the balloon that keeps on filling up. I thought that I was working beyond hard back then. But it turns out, no, I wasn't, because what I can do, which I didn't realize I can do, is I can literally wake up in the morning and everything that I do is all about work. And when I go to bed at night, when I go to bed at night, I'm literally thinking about what I'm going to do the first morning, you know? So that reminds me, do you plan to release albums with it? Yes. So I am Bobcat, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that for a long time, because I want people to feel like the only place they can get these songs is in the podcast versions, because I need to find someone to incentivize people to listen to the podcast. So you know, so yeah, so yes, so for my patrons, I am, the thing is that like, so, but I don't know what I think what I might try to do, and I don't know, yes. So I do plan on, I do plan on making the songs available to my patrons. How exactly I do that, I'm not 100% certain. What I might do is so anyway, that's all stuff I'm right now I'm figuring out. Right now I'm just focusing on, right now I'm going to get the next book, The Pleasure of Being Sad. I'm going to get that book finished, which hopefully I will be able to do over the next 3 days. And so when the money hits my bank account, I can like immediately send that book over to the printer and have them printing it up and getting it to me as fast as possible, so I can get it out to you guys. Then the very next thing is I'm going to prioritize episodes 5 through 12 of the podcast, and just get those up and out, and just be like, okay, here, that's that. And then I'm going to, after all of that titanic amount of effort is done, then I'm going to look at, okay, now how do I leverage the stuff? Hey, Boone, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. How do I leverage the stuff that I have to increase my footprint? You know, and all the while, and of course, this month I'm putting out I'm doing 1 or 2 reels a day on Instagram. So there's going to be lots of new content. I'm not Rick. Because I can't. I don't have an audience. I think it's been downloaded like by 60 different people. I think I've got like 200 downloads and 60 different people. You know, so it's like it's not a lot. Hey, awesome! Hell yeah, that's great, man. Let me see. Let me use it. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? No, I'm not going to unfollow. Yeah, I should. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, yeah. Thank you, Boone. Yeah, right. Hey, Cal. It's nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Awesome. I'm happy you're here. And is it Steve, Cal, or Steve? Call me Steve, but people call you Cal. I do, but I'm Mike TV from the band Get Set Go. I have 21 albums. As of this Friday, I have 21 albums in stores. I only play my own stuff, man. But yeah, I do. I've got about just under 500 songs I currently play. So that are all originals. And you know, I mean, I've been Grammy-nominated, and I've had music on hit TV shows, and you know, like I've got. But yeah, I can do See Me. So in fact, I'll do See Me, and then I'll close out with one last song. Maybe I'll do a new one, and then that's gonna be it for me, because I've got a 7:30 call with my Patreon folk, and I'm melting up here, so I need to cool down.
There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I've gone unseen, and I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. I've gotten lost in a bottle, going for throttle till I couldn't see. A drink don't make it better, my lips are just wetter, but still I'm unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. Missing the feel of a body next to my body as I sleep. Missing conversation with a lover loving me. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I've gone unseen, and I'm all alone, and I'm on my own.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I keep forgetting to turn on the soundboard. So I apologize, gentlemen. I see that you both used sound effects that are not there. Thank you. Thank you. Go. There's no. Yeah, alas, there's no sound effects. So I'll do one more. Yeah, no, yeah, of course, right. I know that is so crazy. It's so funny. Like sometimes I'll even Thank you, Rick. Thank you, man. All right, let's do. So I'll do one. What should I close out with? I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to hear? I can do pretty much anything, that as long as I wrote it, and then that'll be the end of it for me. But I'll be back here tomorrow. With more news and more coolness, like I've got a whole bunch of new stuff. There'll be another brand. Oh, I can do the internet's down. Oh, this. Oh, there's nothing to do, and there's nowhere to go, and there's no one around, and there's nobody home, and we get so damn bored, oh, we sit by the things, oh, we smoke cigarettes, and we have sex and drinking. Life gets pretty shitty when there's nothing on TV, no money in our pockets, and there's not enough to drink, and every day is just a day as the day before. We're bored, we're effing bored. 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 Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. Little-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-little ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da. Oh, there's nothing to do, and there's nowhere to go, and there's no one around, and there's nobody home, and we get so damn bored, oh, we set fire to things, and we smoke cigarettes, and we have sex and drinking. Life gets pretty shitty when there's nothing on TV, no money in our pockets, and there's not enough to drink, and every day is just the same as the day before. We're bored. We're effing bored. We're effing bored. We're effing bored. We're effing bored. Surrender. Oh, surrender. Oh, surrender. Oh, surrender. Yeah, so that's a song called "The Internet's Down." I thank you guys. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna run. I forgot to do it yesterday, so I'm gonna run the credits. So this is the end of the show. This is supposed to be an end of the show ritual that I keep fucking up. I keep forgetting. So here, let's see if I can get this one right. I should have had this one queued up, which I didn't, because of course I didn't think of it. So I'm just fucking failing left and right. No, God damn it. Fucking bullshit. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so I love you guys. My absolute pleasure. Adios. You guys be well. I'm going to still stick around until the very end of the credits, but these are the credits here we go. Fucking bullshit. God damn it. So these guys, so all of these folks, in fact, so Bobcat, did you give me permission? I don't know if you did to use your, I don't know. So, but yeah, so I'm not putting any patron on my patron list with their name unless I get their permission. So 9 of 12. So September McCready, 9 of 12. She's the one that was on America's next top podcaster. She came in second. All of those episodes are up right now. If you go to 9of12.com, 9of12.com, you can actually check out all of her podcasting stuff, all of her streams. John Brownell is going to be guesting with me this Friday. He and I are going to be talking about releasing albums and what that's like in a day and age when there's 60,000 new songs that drop on Spotify every single day. And then we also have Brendan Milburn, he's another Patreon friend of mine. He's an absolutely phenomenal songwriter, amazing lyricist, great, like exceptionally writes super catchy songs. Just a genuine, the genuine article. Carl McHugh is another fellow also from the same Patreon group. And he too has a handful of. I mean, I've only heard 4 or 5 of his songs, but they're absolutely spectacular. So I love you guys.